We're now doing section 7.5, the last section in this chapter, and we are going to be solving rational equations. So I like to do this by cross multiplying. You got to make sure that the binomial is in parentheses so you don't forget. So there is a story about this that I will tell you in class, but we're going to multiply those two. And that's going to be 3 times the quantity of x plus 7 is going to equal the other half. And if you see, I kind of made a little heart, which is going to be 2 times 5x. Okay, so that becomes 3x plus 21 equals 10x. Collect like terms, 21 is going to equal 7x, so x equals 3. All right, so let's plug this in and see if I put in 3 down here, will it make my denominator 0? So if I plug in 3 here, will this denominator be 0? No. When I plug in 3 here, will that denominator be 0? No. So this is your answer. All right, next one. Again, for number 2. We're going to trap this binomial in parentheses, and then we're going to cross multiply. So it's negative 4 times x minus 3 is going to equal 5 times x plus 3. We're going to distribute 5x plus 15. We're going to move everything to the other side. So 12 is going to equal 9x plus 15. We're going to subtract 15, so 3 is going to equal, negative 3 is going to equal 9x. Divide by 9, x is going to equal negative 1/3. Okay, again, plug it in and see if any of the denominators are going to be 0. You have to make sure to check your work. If you don't check your work, you might get something wrong. So I know that if I plug in 1/3 here, I will not get 0, and so that is my answer. All right, here comes number 3. It's going to be a little bit more complicated, but not much. Okay, let's trap that, and we're going to cross multiply. So it's going to be 11x plus 8 is going to equal x times the quantity of 2x plus 5. All right, so this is number 3. 11x plus 8 equals 2x squared plus 5x. And notice there's an x squared here, so we're going to move everything over to the side. So 0 equals 2x squared minus 11 on both sides. So that's going to be minus 6x, right? And then subtract 8. We're going to divide everything by 2, so it's a little bit easier to factor here. So x squared minus 3x minus 4. And we're going to see what 2 numbers do I need to make that. So 0 is going to equal, which 2 numbers? It's going to be 4 and 1. And which one is negative? It's going to be 4. So x minus 4 and x plus 1. So what are my roots? My roots are going to be positive 4 and negative 1. But we have to check them. So let's just make sure that it's going to work. If I put in 4 here, so that's going to be 44 plus 8 is going to equal 4 times 8 plus 5. Let's see if that works. 4 times 8 plus 5, correct? So this becomes, what does this become? 52. And this becomes 4 times 13, and 4 times 13 is 52. That works. Let's try the next one, negative 1. So negative 11 plus 8 is going to equal negative 1 times negative 2 plus 5. So this becomes negative 3 is going to equal, this is going to be negative 1 times 3, which is negative 3, and that also works. So both of those are your answers.